Like the song by Dido says, don't leave home because home is where, your safety is. But then again, what is home like in Rivers State? And that's what I want us to talk about. I want to talk about the identity of Rivers State. On that note, I welcome you to the first edition of Hello Port Harcourt on 92.3 Nigeriainfo for the week. Very first conversation for the week. And I hope I can stimulate your intellectuals this morning, and we can talk and have a great time talking for the growth of our society and for the betterment of our individual lives. I am Kala Dakuru Batubo. Yes, that's my name. And you can follow the conversation live on Facebook, on YouTube, Nigeriainfo page. Here's the handle. And you could also interact with us on X, Nigeriainfo page as well. The phone numbers which I will open or rather the phone lines or the numbers for the phone lines, which I'll open very shortly. 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0003, and 0817-923-0007. You can start dropping your WhatsApp messages as you on a conversation that taught 10 virgins. Why? You must have seen the video. It trended on Friday, where in that video, the governor of Akwa Ibom State invested in a lady's business. Now, the lady was seen in that viral video passionately marketing business, what she does with her hands, something about processed foods and all. A marketing strategy was intense and so emotional that it caught the attention of the governor of that state, and it reminds us of the woman with the issue of blood. We'll talk about all of that, but do stay tuned as we continue Hello Port Harcourt.
Stimulating and insightful conversations. Hello Port Harcourt. 92.3 Nigeriainfo. Let's talk.
A Spanish singer once said, "It is our roots that really give us identity." And the reason was because, there were conversations outside of Rivers State as to how peaceful Rivers State is or was for economic activity. Results of the, political situation. I mean, if you're listening to several media platforms, one of the most talked about conversation has been sole administratorship in Rivers State. And now that conversation has got a lot of investors, or should I say event planners. We mentioned it last week, remember, I think on Thursday or so. And in our news on Friday, of course, my colleagues interviewed K.O. Baba, who's a popular entertainer in Rivers State. And, that same conversation was held or was had. And in the conversation, there were talks about event planners events managers canceling events in Rivers State, entertainment events, right? And I was talking with someone, and many investors are calling in to ponder. People are called. We could call in the entertainment sector. We've got a couple, people who would grow the business sector. But for so long a time, the identity of Rivers State was about things that were happening in the state and for the past 1 year plus. The identity of Rivers State, and by the way, don't get me wrong, politics has always been a major factor or a major characteristics of Rivers State. Politics has been like the only thing that perspective. Every time you turn on a national television and they're talking Rivers State, it would be about politics. One political juggernaut versus another political elite. That was always the narrative. The president's speech. What was the speech he made about Rivers State? Instability in Rivers State. And I'm reminded of the question come in a state, I will ask, and as well, you would not demand from both Rivers people, non-Rivers people, people in River State doing business, people outside River State doing business, painting a perception of River State in the way that it has been painted. One can't help but ask the question, what good thing can come out of River State? But to help it and make real estate like vandalization, all of that. What other thing? Or maybe I should put it like this: what can we export as a people? What can we say is supposed to be the river's identity? When we talk Lagos State, what do you think is the identity? When we talk Lagos State, we talk, entrepreneurial states. You can thrive if you've got the hustle, if you've got the creativity, if you've got the tenacity. That's what people think when they talk Lagos. When people think Abuja, they think the big boys, they think, they think the capital city. That's an identity. When people think of the states in the northeast, what do you think the identity is? Insecurity. And no offense to people from the northeast. Insecurity. They think that. What is the identity of some of the states in the southeast? I'm not going to go there, so I don't jump into fire. But you get the conversation right now, right? What do you think for? Do you start by asking, what do you think? I've been trying to ask, what other thing can make River State trend apart from politics and its relatives? What good things can be said about River State? And can be said about River State. And I'm thinking, how best to advise is open to advice. So whatever it is that we say now may just be another channel of saying to the sole administrator, this is Nigeriainfo page, and we are active on X Nigeriainfo page. I've got Christian. Tell me about that.
It is now. Stay late till 2 a.m., 3 a.m. But we begin to realize the impact it is in Nigeria, and the response of it, they begin to get bitter. This is a state that had equate. A lot goes out of. This is a state that had equate. A lot goes out of this state. At the end of the day, we have to show about it or to show for it. Our government today, we have to show about it or to show for it. Our government has been for a fool.
So I is not whether the government is making the state for grant. We have given. Okay, let me go with your conversation. Do you think we have given the right identity properly?
Yes. Of course, no problem. In this state. Take back to the time of Odili. Mashahari was the candidate the Rivers were actually wanted. The federal government waded in and said no, they are not comfortable with the riverine. It caused them so much trouble.
The federal government in existence at the time. So, anyways, I've got a commercial, and I don't want to go into politics. But promise from Gukana, I hope you can wait for a bit. It's a very short. First, let's try to do the blame game. But I'm not so much about the blame game this morning. I'm very much about what we can do when it comes to percent, and if any good thing can come out of River State, and what good things will those things be? That's the conversation. this Monday morning, the 24th of March 2025. Carla Dakuru Batubo in the studio, and of course the frequency 92.3 Nigeriainfo. And I'm talking about the Rivers identity. What's the identity of Rivers State? What is Rivers State known for? And what could Rivers State be known for? What's that? Might be talks about River political, but with so much.
Yes. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Promise. Sorry for keeping you that long. Welcome.
It's okay. Now, River State